This is Bourbon Rendezvous. I'm Ron, and this is our place on YouTube to meet and talk about and drink bourbon. Hey, what happens when I have a friend over who is more of a casual bourbon drinker and I let him try some of the best bottles in my collection? That's up next. Welcome back to Bourbon Rendezvous, and tonight I have a special guest. This is my friend Steve. Steve's going to be trying some bourbons with us tonight. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, and I'm excited because these are supposed to be like
These
the top
are
shelf.
the kind of the cream of the crop of what I got in my collection.
Okay.
We've done on the shows. We've done probably 3 out of 4 of these. I've done reviews on, so everybody knows where I stand on them. We're going to find out how Steve feels about these. We've got Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. We've got the ever elusive Blanton's. We've got the Weller Foolproof and Stag Junior Batch 17. Batch 17 is one of my absolute favorites, probably top 5 of all time. So let's pour these out for you. We'll give you a little pour so we don't do too much.
That's probably good, yeah.
There we go.
And this is Elijah Craig.
That's the Elijah Craig. This is the Blanton's.
And I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did try Blanton's at Perry's one night.
Yeah.
And
Now the one thing about
kind of amazing.
The one thing about the Blanton's is that it probably won't be the same as the last time you had it because it's all single barrel stuff. And all that really means is, oops, I just poured that on the table. All that really means is,
Should we lick this?
yeah, you gotta get that out before it evaporates, is that each barrel is gonna be slightly different. So each offering it's not a blended whiskey where they take, certain ones to make it taste a certain way. And a lot of these are that way. So anyway, these are gonna be great for taste. And so let's see what you smell.
So in order, rather expensive and elusive and hard to find. I don't know.
Hard to find.
Hard to find, stupid, expensive, and
Impossible
ridiculous.
to find. Yeah. So
Okay.
really, if you're talking MSRP, you're talking about a $50 bottle on this one. Blanton's is about 60. Your Weller Foolproof is about 90, and your Stag actually is about a $60 bottle, but you're never going to find it for that. I actually paid $139 for mine. On the resale markets, you're probably seeing the Toasted Barrel. It's not really over marked up a lot, maybe about 100, 500 to 600 on the Blanton's. I've seen the Foolproof go for $1,200, and then the Stag Junior, we've seen those go for $700-800. So or more, even over.
Oh, I thought you were talking thousands. This has gone up to what?
They're like $1,200.
So this would be your top shelf one.
And this one probably isn't, just because it's becoming more and more difficult to find. This was the last Stag product that they put out. This last Stag Junior. It's now 18 years old, and so now they're saying they're doing away with the junior part of it. I don't know why. That's part of the marketing. It's just going to be
it's a real stag.
Now it's just a full Stag.
Okay, so
what are you smelling on that one?
okay,
That's the Toasted Barrel.
Well, I'm smelling a little heat.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory.
I haven't really drank much lately, so hopefully my daughters don't see me on this show.
I don't
It
pour a little
smells
Toasted Barrel
smooth.
myself.
I mean, I know that's a very universal term, but should I just try it?
Absolutely. Take
I'm
a
not
sip.
smelling like caramel notes.
You know what?
or
Here's
any
the
of that
thing.
stuff.
Here's the thing, and this is what I always tell my wife when she comes on the show. Just say what you feel, what you smell, and what you taste.
Definitely getting some heat in my nose, big time.
I'll say this: the first time I opened this barrel right here, it's 94 proof, and I'm used to drinking like this. Is a 128 on this one.
Okay.
94 hits like a ton of bricks. It
Yeah,
actually
it
is
almost-
a lot hotter than 94.
Initially, I mean, it sounds bad, turpentine.
I'd rather drink turpentine and piss on a brush fire.
Really?
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but it's
really
whatever you
strong,
feel.
like almost like you could probably clean art brushes with this. And I'm sorry, Elijah Craig. I'm sure it's good stuff, but
Are you getting any extra flavors outside of that?
after the
As it
fact,
sits? Prepare a glass.
Well, I'll go ahead and try it first.
It might have a little burn.
That's okay.
Okay.
94. Okay.
94 proof.
Okay. Not near as much burn as the other.
As the last one we did.
I mean, it's good.
Wow. Secondary palate type stuff. I pick up.
yeah, after the heat goes down, almost a citrus, which is weird.
Yeah, that's
Really?
you're probably getting that from the toasted barrel. I get almost like on this one right now, and I don't even remember what I said in the original one. I'm getting some caramel and some oatmeal. Like it's kind of a weird combination, but
Getting,
yeah.
Godfather's pizza
Godfather's pizza.
with banana pepper and hold on, what was that? Pineapple. No.
Hang on one
Not my
second.
favorite thing I've ever had. It's like I was just saying, when I smell this, I can smell heat almost.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna burn a
I
little.
do think it hits a little bit hotter than the 94 that it is. Now, of course, Blanton's is going to be a 90 proofer.
Yeah, but this, I don't smell like that. I smelled like that was gonna be like heat. I could smell
What,
like it was
what are you
gonna-
smelling on the Blanton's?
Just it's sweeter smell to me. It's very aromatic. I mean, it's a good smell.
Yeah. It makes it feel like you want to take a
Yeah,
sip of it.
but
as
that one
opposed
was
to
always
that
like,
one is
ooh,
like,
I'm a bit nervous. And that's expensive stuff, so that you
it's
know, like,
not super
like TX
expensive.
whiskey,
but
I like the
yeah.
flavor of that. I don't know why. That just kind of does it for me. It's got that vanilla note to it.
Yeah,
But then the TX bourbon is crap to me.
yeah.
So maybe I'm more of a wine guy, I guess. I don't know. But
Some of the best bourbons, some of the best tasting ones are finished in wine barrels.
Oh, come on. Stop whining.
They'll have sherry cask or something like that.
okay, immediately. Feels so good on my tongue. A little bit of heat after the fact, but not like that. Nothing up my nose like wasabi, like pow.
Yeah.
Pungent, strong.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Slow, smooth as fast. That's it.
And I've seen some of your shows where you're like smooth, but you're not really supposed to. I don't know what the correct terms are, but
They say
it goes.
too
It's
gen-
more
just too
gentle.
generic.
It's more. Yeah.
If you say smooth, it doesn't really give
I feel like
an impression of what it's
I
tasting
feel more
like.
liquidity to it. I think it's, there's less voraciousness, I would say.
So far you're ranking Blanton's 1 and Toasted Barrel
Oh,
2.
way better.
Way better.
But it's weird, and this might be strange, like a butterscotch-ish.
Yeah.
Flavor,
Some
is
people
that-
say that
say
they
that?
get a butterscotch off of that. Yeah. But you can definitely
But
tell
not
this,
like a gross sweet thing that you can't handle.
right.
It's not that
It's
sweet.
not overly sweet.
But it smells amazing, and the flavor is really tasty. And the bottle's the coolest thing I've seen.
The bottles are really, really
They're
cool
really
for
cool.
that. Absolutely. And then of course the horse. And if you collect all the letters, then the horse is actually running a race.
Mm.
So they're in different poses. Yeah. It's just one of the gimmicks of Blanton's. So.
I feel it settle on my tongue more.
Mhm.
It feels like it's
Probably a little
expanding,
more oily.
more peppery.
Yeah. You get a little pepper at the end.
Yeah,
All right.
but it feels like it's like settling across my tongue like that, which is weird.
Awesome.
I'm gonna try to
Take a drink of water,
cleanse the
rinse your
palate.
palate there. We'll move on to the Weller Foolproof. Now, the
Well,
Weller
this smells
Foolproof,
more like water to me than anything
it
else.
just tastes watered down.
So watery.
That's high quality H2O.
So, your first two offerings, 94 proof, 90 proof. This
I
is going to
wouldn't
go
buy
up
this.
to, you wouldn't buy the Toasted Barrel.
I actually like the TX bourbon better, and I don't like TX bourbon.
At all.
TX whiskey all day.
All right, okay.
So I don't know. I wouldn't. But this was like, hello, kind of like
That's
that.
a great, that's That's a great.
This is like, hey. I'm like, no.
This one's gonna step you
That
up in
was like,
proof a little
hey.
bit.
I'm like, yes.
This one's going up to a 114, but this is gonna be Weller, which means it's a
So
wheated
this
bourbon.
smells. Okay, I've had wheat whiskey.
Yeah, this is.
You were
gonna
with
be,
me when I bought that.
Yeah. This is gonna be a wheat
So,
bourbon.
God,
So
this
you're gonna
smells
get some
like
of those.
intoxicating.
Yeah.
You know.
You're drinking out of it, you get it. Intoxicated.
I feel like I'm getting intoxicated by the smell. It's like
You're gonna get
love.
intoxicated by the taste.
No, the smell is great. Now I like
do.
the
It has
blends.
a really-
This smells
it has a really, really
better,
rich.
and I mean I don't know why, but you're saying this goes for like $600-800 a bottle?
I've seen this as much as $1,200 a bottle.
Jeez, okay.
I was lucky. I got this in a lottery, and it was about $89. My Blanton's, I was lucky to find at Costco.
I like
for
the taste of
$62.
Blanton's.
Far better.
Way better.
You know what? You may not like a wheated bourbon.
I didn't mind the wheated whiskey because it was sweeter, but
Yeah.
this,
What flavors are
and
you
it's
picking
so
up?
freaking weird. Okay, I didn't notice anything on my tongue. This kind of went like out like this. This one kind of like went down the middle of my tongue. Is there something different on the taste buds or something?
Absolutely. Your tongue is set up so that different areas sense different
It was
flavors.
just like only down the center of my tongue. It was so freaking weird, but I don't know.
That's cool.
Let's see here. But it smells amazing. I'm just saying, I'll give you that, Wellers. You did a darn good job on your smell. Hmm. And it's got some heat too, especially you let it. So I just let it sit there for a while.
Let it sit.
Like I was tasting.
They tell you if you want
Oh, crap.
the flavor, you can let it sit under your tongue for a minute. But I find that causes me to be like, oh, burn.
Yeah,
but-
that kicked in like.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, of course, that's 114 proof.
Yeah.
So, so far the Blanton's.
Blanton's still the
carrying the
big
day.
time winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be
Didn't
really
like the
interesting.
smell or the taste. Smelled amazing, tasted better. Smelled amazing, didn't taste as good as Blanton's, but definitely kicked this guy out of the.
So, what about this in a cocktail?
So I'm really weird. I don't like sweet. Like I don't drink soft drinks. So
Yeah.
I would do like either just soda water or ginger ale.
Tell you what.
Well, ginger ale's got a little bit more flavor.
Take some of your water and put a couple of drops, just drops, literally drops in there. There you go. Now
Okay.
stir it up.
All right, we're stirring the Weller to make
Yeah.
it more well.
And now taste it. Because sometimes that opens up a bourbon and you get different flavors out of it.
So right away, it's not so strong.
Right.
And
And that's
it's
just
not
with a
so
couple of
pungent.
drops of
Yeah.
water. It's so funny how that can, and that's why
I know the
this-
terms. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's why the ice spheres that I use in my drinks
Yeah.
when I have a bourbon like this, they melt really slowly, and so it doesn't add water quickly to the bourbon. It doesn't get watered down, but it
But-
brings out those flavors.
The Blanton's still. I mean, that water kind of made it a little bit more. My bad term. Smooth. Nothing is as smooth as the Blanton so far.
So far.
And I mean, and compared to even other things I've had, like whiskeys and bourbons, and I don't know. I've had some bourbons I really like, but on the whiskey side, like I said, I tend to like that TX whiskey. You've got a couple back here that I think are.
Michter's.
Yeah, haven't tried that. I've had the Benchmark, and that's kind of crappy.
Benchmark is actually a bottom shelf. That's about an $18
Four
bottle.
Roses. We were supposed to try the Four Roses.
Four Roses. I'll
'Cause you
bring some
bragged
Four
on that.
Roses in on it if you want.
Okay.
Let's see how you're feeling after this.
Yeah, I'm already kind of like, hello.
You don't have to finish that if you want to move on to
Drinking
this
all
one.
this is intoxicating.
That's the idea.
Yeah, and I've got to try. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm trying
right
to
for a
figure.
while.
Yeah,
You'll be okay.
I'm gonna be done
Yeah,
with that one.
be done with that one.
Wellers.
This one is Stag Junior. Now let me warn you, because this is going to smell amazing, but your proof on this is 128.7. This is the highest proof, I think.
But does it get smoother with the higher proof, or does it get more?
You generally
burny?
get more vibrant flavors with.
Okay, I'm not smelling like much more aromatic, very aromatic. Smells like. fires of hell.
Yeah, pop that one open.
Elijah
It's
Craig, you and your fires of hell. That's-
like over the
But,
over in the refinery area where you see the smokestack with the flame shooting out the top.
Yeah, that's Elijah Craig. Blanton's, no burn to the smell, no burn to the taste. This guy smells amazing. Does have a little bit more of a burning, but especially if you set it in there and let it sit. Okay, Stag. My gosh, as much as I'm trying to smell it, I'm just not getting
You're
it.
not getting it.
Let me just make sure my nose still works. Yes, it does. Whoa, the burn.
But see, this is 128, so I would expect if you're picking up that burn, you would be picking it up off of this.
I'm not though.
And it's not. So take a taste.
Holy crap, wow. That tastes so amazing.
Does that not have some amazing flavors?
Kind of that peppery.
And it just keeps
it does have
going.
some, it does have some flavor. I mean, it has some heat to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like almost like burning the outside of my tongue.
128.7 is a high proof.
Lots of different things going on when you taste that. I mean,
Do
it's
you like
very
it?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's
This is.
but I wouldn't want to
No,
put
hot-
any water it down with anything.
No, and this is, and I drink
So-
this generally just with a little bit of ice.
You're the loser. You're the second loser, and you guys are kind of amazing. Blanton's I liked. Period. I mean, just because I like
You can sip with it, and you can.
yeah, maybe a tiny squeeze of lime or something.
Yeah.
Can I put this over ice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I
Great
got.
ball of
my
ice.
for.
Great balls of ice.
There you go. And actually, that will tone down the proof even a little bit more with having that little.
But
bit
once
of
again,
ice.
the smell does not affect me like.
It doesn't make you say, "Oh, wow, this is
No.
amazing." For me, I smell it, and
Bland still smells sweet.
I'm just like, man, this just is an amazing smell.
This still smells like flames.
Flames.
Flame. And then this guy smelled good. It did kind of kick you in the butt on the way down. Okay, so this is Stag.
This is your Stag Junior 128.7, yeah. Batch 17. And once you put that ice on it, it should be really easy to drink.
It was easy to drink earlier. It doesn't have that oh my gosh kind of burn.
Yeah.
It kind of came in and just.
Yeah.
It's way more of a complex things happening in your mouth when it hits your mouth. When it hits your tongue, that guy, for something that doesn't smell super potent or the flavor was crazy good.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
I do like this.
This is one of my top 5 all-time that I have in my collection. Blanton's, if I was going to end up reviewing that, I'm going to say that it is an absolute solid pour. It's a really good bourbon. But wow, the hype that surrounds it, like there are literally people that walk into a liquor store and they say, "Do you have Blanton's?" and they
I've
walk
never
back
found
out.
it. But you
And
know
you
what
won't
though?
find it.
I wish I hadn't put it on ice.
Really?
Yeah.
Better without the ice.
Because even though you say it doesn't water it down, it does feel super watered down. Like instantly.
Instantly.
Maybe because of the coldness of it.
It's the cold, yeah.
But
So
My
what you're saying is,
sinuses are
so what you're
being-
saying is a little bourbon will make you clear your head out,
it's
right?
like, hey, I feel much better, Ossifer. Okay, how about, was this the one I had that in?
I don't know.
I think so, because that's the,
Yeah,
that's
this
for
must
you
be
to
it right
polish
here.
off.
There we go.
I'll try a tiny bit more without the ice. I mean little.
Little bit of Stag.
Una poquito, por favor, che. Yep, something no, right there.
There you go.
Okay, so.
We don't want to light you up too much. We did a really small pour.
Yeah,
so
no, and
this is the equivalent of maybe a drink and a half.
So once again, I'm taking like deep, huge sniffs.
And you just
Like,
getting it.
well, I can't say what I was gonna say. Like an old man that smells children. Would
That's
but if you
I'm just sniffing deep is what you're saying.
I'm smelling like the hair of a 6-year-old.
Oh Lord.
Okay. But I mean, I can't get that burn sensation that I got instantly on that, even with nothing in here.
And the Elijah Craig, yeah.
Okay, it's mostly gone. So, but
Probably evaporated.
nothing.
Burned it.
No, this has got a little bit, but none. And then what the flavor? Okay, did it again. Whew, there it is.
That's that proof. Yeah.
Without the ice, it's more like mystical.
Yeah.
And you get like a, it's like, you experience it way more, I think. And that's kind of cool.
What I find with it is that when you take a sip of it, whether it's on ice or not on ice, it's like the palate just continues to grow and you get some flavors and then all of a sudden you're tasting something else and then towards the end you're getting something else altogether. And it's like, I think when I first had this, it was like, I think I said chocolate covered apricots, which doesn't even make sense because it's not a thing, right? But it was just that flavor combination was so unique.
Okay, now I'm trying to think, because now it's still on my palate, but it's rested a little. I can't find a really good definition for it. But it's pleasant.
Here's the thing, and I think
It's really
when people try whiskeys and bourbons and they try to explain, like, I think a lot of whiskey YouTubers fall into this. You gonna be all right?
Yeah. Whoa. Yes.
You took a big swig.
There's not much there, but it just kind of went down really
A
fast.
lot of whiskey YouTubers and stuff, they try to fall into certain descriptions and they use the flavor wheels and stuff like that. But what I find is more helpful, like when I have my wife on and or maybe somebody like yourself that doesn't drink bourbon all the time.
He gets very emotional when he drinks because he starts to cry. This reminded me of something wonderful.
No, you just say what's on it. My wife said it reminded her of a dance hall that she used to be, like, attached to the Catholic Church. There was something we tried and it was like that dance hall mustiness. That's a fantastic explanation to me because you can really get a picture of that. Yeah, it's an emotional response.
Okay, let me give you one real quick. Hold on. That time when I was super disobedient to the headmaster of the British school I was raised in, and he put a hot coal of fire down my throat. That's what it reminds me of. And I had weird leggings because I had to wear those weird British outfits.
So,
and then
from the Bourbon Rendezvous, we better wrap this up before he goes way off the route.
I had to wear a wig and stuff like.
But like we
Benjamin
always
Franklin
say,
and stuff.
it's not just about the whiskey or the bourbon in the glass, but it's about who you're sharing it with.
It was really good.
Until next time.
Oh wait, we were gonna do the Four Roses.
You gonna do Four
We're
Roses?
gonna do Four Roses. So that
Oh,
was
we're gonna
not
have to
the
cut
end.
that part out.
No, you just do it again. Just make it roll. Let's roll with it.
Okay, so we're back.
Just a tiny time.
And we're gonna do a tiny bit of Four Roses single barrel.
And you've bragged on this to me before.
This is good. This is a unique flavor profile. This is different because, let's say, okay, so Elijah Craig is a Heaven Hill product. Weller, Blanton's, and Stagg are all Buffalo Trace.
Oh,
so
really?
those are all from the same distillery.
So I've had Buffalo Trace and I was okay with it, but the
Yeah.
Blantons,
Well, they have different
Holy
mashes
crap,
and they
way
put
better.
it in different places in the.
that's enough. That's enough.
They put it in different places in the Rick House, but Four Roses is totally separate from the Blantons, and I mean from the Buffalo Trace.
So the smell of this is really nice. It's pleasant. You can smell a little heat, like not Elijah Craig heat, but a little, I think. Okay.
You're getting what kind of flavors off of that? Now
They're very
the Four
complex
Roses,
again. Very complex.
super
flavor.
complex. Yeah, 100
100.
proof. Doesn't have a lot of burn.
No, I thought it would be more. I thought it would be more heat. This sounds weird. You're talking about your wife's weird description. That felt like a quilt, a really comfortable quilt that just kind of went right on my tongue and was like delicious.
And it was just delicious.
Just cozy. It was like a really Four
I
Roses
find-
is cozy.
I find that about Four
The
Roses.
cozy single.
And that's why that bottle is almost empty, because we drink that a lot.
It's comfortable. It's like it's comfort drink instead of comfort food.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me on the show tonight. And like I always say, it's not just about the bourbon in the glass, but who you're sharing it with.
Salud.
My name's Mike the Cat, and I approve this message.